What's going on, everybody? I'm King Sway, and today we have What Are They Looking For? Raya Lucaria Academy Elden Ring Lore from AgtJake. Um, I do AgtJake videos for a couple of reasons. One, I love Elden Ring. Two, I love Elden Ring lore. I love From Software and the way they do their lore and things like that. Three, sometimes he takes things down, and after a while, my channel is the only place to find those videos. I'm not joking. It's been commented on before. That's why I do his stuff, so people still have access to it. So, here we go.
The Academy of Raya Lucaria. Pretty much
I
if
love those
Harry
graphics.
Potter turned into
That shit
a
is hype.
horror film. So many mysteries surround this castle of sorcerers.
Oh, he's a river of
And when you
blood
take your
user.
time to look around, you start to notice some reoccurring themes. The first thing you'll notice are cages. Lots and lots of cages. Some are big and some are smaller, but most of them are meant to cage a small bird. I can't tell what these birds are meant for yet. More than likely, they're messenger birds for the Academy, kind of like the owls from Harry Potter, but could potentially be the giant birds with the swords for talons that we see at Stormvale Castle. Maybe these birds were stolen from the Academy and used in war for Godric the Golden. But that's just all speculation, like most of these lore videos will be. Please leave your comments down below on what you think all of these things could mean. You should also join our Discord. We're always looking for more people to have Elden Ring discussions with and would love to have you in our community. But the Academy is a strange place, which is a normal occurrence in the lands between. But when looking closer at the environments of the Academy, it was clearly a place for studying astrology. There are telescopes, globes, meteoric crystal stones everywhere that the people of this area seem to be constantly.
He's using the rivers of blood, and I talk shit. In my left hand, I have the meteoric ore blade, and in my right hand, I do have the Moonveil katana. I had them switched because I hit harder with the meteoric ore blade than I do with the Moonveil, but I switched them out. Yeah, I'm doing that. To have the Moonveil in my right hand, I didn't know how strong that draw move was. When you do the Getsuga Tensho, that's what the fuck I'm gonna call it, Getsuga Tensho, and you're like, Getsuga Tensho! Yeah, no. Yeah, and it's fast. I don't use it like that, but I do when I'm doing invasions, and y'all trying to jump me, guess who's getting slashed? Jump that, bitch.
Studying and excavating. The giant elevators that we use on the outskirts of the outdoor area of the Academy are likely used to dig giant holes of dirt in order to find more of these purple crystals. Some sorcerers wear helmets with these purple crystals. These enemies are extremely rare in comparison to the glintstone sorcerers, who we see much more often. We can even see a sorcerer's staff with the purple crystal on the end of it. These enemies are stronger and pose much more of a threat. And these purple helmets or masks are likely given to only those who have really been at the Academy for an extremely long time and have mastered many different spells. Making your way further inside, you'll notice these glintstone masks of what I believe are the former governors of the Academy that came before Renala, who currently holds the title of...
I'm only stopping it because the dark-haired lady off to the left, I believe that's Selena. Selling. I call her Selena. Only because, like I said, there's the people who have been there, and you have Renala right there, and the masks are clearly styled after the guy that's to the right of Selena, of the picture of Selena. Let me correct that. I said Selena. Renala. You can see that with the crown and everything. So that's why I think the dark-haired lady off to the left, to the left picture, all the way to the end, that is Selena. I keep calling her Selena because in my Dungeons and Dragons game that I run every Sunday with me and my kids, it's Selena. So we're currently doing an Elden Ring theme thing, Uh, if you're interested, you can find it on RPG Story Realm, my channel RPG Story Realm. I fucked up the last one. I erased a video that was supposed to go up this week. Hopefully, I won't do that this coming Sunday. And this actually was a role playing session. The last couple ones were them getting their asses whooped and getting attacked. But on with the show.
Governor of the Academy. We have some item descriptions that can tell us who these former governors were, like Alvinus Conspectus. The Alvinus Glintstone Crown description reads, the lineage of Alvinus Conspectus began with the sorcerer Lusat, and its adherents continue his study of meteors, which makes sense that there are many examples of astrology throughout the Academy.
I didn't notice that before.
Former governor founded this study, and its current governor, Renala, is considered the queen of the moon. So there's obviously a huge interest in why these sorcerers of the lands between hold these crystals and the study of astrology in general in such high regard at the Academy. Not that anything looks clean or organized in the lands between, but the Academy looks like it's been in disarray. Books are thrown around everywhere, like there's a panic to figure out something that has to do with these crystals, meteors, and astrology itself. This is just my theory, but it likely has to do with Rani, the daughter of Renala. E.G. tells us that Rani cannot continue her quest until the stars above start to move again. As we all know at this point, the stars are controlled by General Radahn. You can even see in the item description of the spell Gravity Well that the gravitational technique was studied by the young Radahn, whose master was an Alabaster Lord with the skin of stone. This tells us that Radahn was a student of the Academy, or at least a powerful sorcerer in his own right. And when you look at his moveset, that does start to make a lot of...
I don't want to say that he was a student of the Academy, because you find Alabaster Lords all around. Yes, there's one at the Academy, but you find them in the wilds, because there's one spot where it looks like shit fell to the ground from the sky, from the stars. And there are people there, and then there's this vortex type deal thing. And then dude just forms. I was like, yeah, what's good? What's good with it? What's popping? What's cracking? Sword, gravity. And if you go to the sealed tunnel in the Altus Plateau, close to the capital city, you got to make your way all through there, and it leads to a divine tower. Before you get to that divine tower, there's an Alabaster Lord there. Fuck them space elves. That's what they are. Space elves. This tea, though.
Of sense. He has the ability to control the stars above, which in Rani's case stops her from fulfilling her destiny. It's likely that
powerful
Renala,
are you that you stop
even Rani herself,
you
ordered
just ain't
the
gonna
sorcerers
fall.
of the Academy to start studying astrology so that they too could control the stars. Renala is also obsessive towards her own children, so it would make sense that she'd do this for her own daughter. But it does also seem that Rani no longer works or trusts her mother, since she decided to use us, a tarnished of no renown, to kill Radahn for her so that the stars can move again and she can continue on her path. However, when we first encounter Renala, she doesn't seem to be of right mind for
she's still torn up about her husband
obvious reasons. We learned from Muriel at the Church of Vows that Renala's heart was broken when Radagon left her to marry Marika.
What did I just say?
Radagon was a great champion, possessed of flowing red locks. He came to these lands at the head of a great golden host. When he met Lady Renala in battle, he soon repented his territorial aggressions there,
and decided to clap cheeks. Oh, word, this what you about? Come here, girl.
When Godfrey, first Elden Lord, was hounded from the lands between, Radagon left Renala to return to the Erdtree capital, becoming Queen Marika's second husband and king consort.
Kind of fucked up considering they're the same person.
Second Elden Lord. The mystery endures to to this day as to why Lord Radagon would cast Lady Renala as
Because they're the same person.
and moreover,
Or I would
why
say
a
they're
mere
occupying the same body at
champion
least.
would be chosen for the seat of Elden Lord. You wish to know more of Lady Renala? She is Queen, head of the Carian royal family, and governor of the Academy of Raya Lucaria, the great and beautiful full moon witch. Sadly, her heart was broken when Lord Radagon left her. And then, when the Academy rebelled against the royals, she was locked away in the Grand Library.
This makes a lot more sense when you realize that there are no statues of Marika inside the Academy. With a broken heart, she likely resents Queen Marika for taking Radagon away from her. Her state of mind when we interact with her is clearly unstable, and maybe it's for good reason. We'll have to investigate her side of the story much more. There's a hidden cave on the cliffside of the Academy that leads to a mine shaft of creepy sorcerers and even more purple crystals. This man in a cage is also quite interesting. Just one man in a cage deep underneath the Academy raises a lot of questions for me. What raises even more questions is the boss fight you find here as well.
The
Two
crystal.
Crystallian bosses, one with a spear and one with a staff. My katana didn't work on them whatsoever, so
No.
I decided to switch to a more blunt weapon.
I was just about to say, for them crystal fucks, you can't use slashing. You gotta use blunt stuff like hammers and clubs and whatnot, and maces, because they're just gonna laugh off slashing attacks and be like, and then shank you 6 times. Like, you gotta. That's something you gotta go into prepared, or they will beat your ass. I'm speaking from personal experience. Vari's bouquet. It's actually a mace. Works pretty alright if in a pinch. But yeah.
Seems to work against crystal enemies. The weapon I chose just so happened to be Radagon's hammer. Now, I don't know if these Crystallian enemies are weak to the Golden Order magic that you get from weapons like this, but it definitely seemed like it. The Ash of War on this hammer did a ton of damage and staggered them every time I used it. And then I saw my summon use a katana that did even more damage toward the end of the fight, so I have no idea what this means at this point. You receive the Crystal Release spell upon defeating this boss, which reads, "This sorcery is used by high-ranking adepts among Crystallians. Some also call this sorcery the Crystal Sun." More astrology references, more astrological enemies, and as always, I'm just getting more questions. I can't tell if this area down here was built or found by the sorcerers, but if you continue through the doorway, you'll find a very long elevator that takes you to an offset tower of the Academy. At the top, you'll find one chest that carries the Terra Magica spell that draws a sigil on the ground and gives you a buff in magic damage when standing inside of it. There's no path to anywhere else on this tower, which again, just raises more questions for me. Why is there just one random chest in this random tower that I had to go underneath the Academy to get to? It's almost as if they were hiding it. The Academy of Raya Lucaria is full of mystery and environmental storytelling that honestly raises more questions than answers. I'd love to hear what you all think down in the comments, and again, join the Discord so we can have a conversation about all things Elden Ring. You can also join my Twitch streams. I stream all the time, and I'll be lore hunting and learning everything I can about this incredible game. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed
it,
and I'll see you again soon.
Straight. Okay. That wasn't as long as I thought it was. I know it says 9 minutes and whatnot, but I thought I felt like that was gonna be longer. And you've heard me talk shit, so. I don't really have much to add to that, but it is the question that why would they lock away one spell? I have the spell, and considering if you use it with transient moonlight, and you can get it all, like, the strange thing about my personal build is I've got intelligence out the ass. I have 60 vigor, 60 mind, 60 strength, 60 dexterity, 60 intelligence, and I'm working on faith. I'm working on faith because the spells I actually use a lot. Not that I use a lot of spells. I'm actually the type to just beat your ass. Um, Bestial Vitality, Flame grant me strength, uh, Golden Vow, and I use Seppuku on an offhand katana, just because I use the white mask and I use the blood thing to make me hit harder. Now you do all that, and then you hit Terra Magica, and then you use Transient Moonlight. I mean, I know it feels like what's that anime, Overlord, when he's doing all those buffs, and it seems like it takes forever yet, but it is worth it. I'm telling you, it's worth it. I beat Moog. Like, yeah. Just come here, bitch. Bato Jutsu. Getsu ga Tenjo. Just, it's worth it. Like that's my personal stake on things. But we're gonna end the video there with me talking shit. But he asked a good question. What are they looking for? Maybe they're just mining. I call them glintstones because they obviously have some kind of. It's called glintstone magics, and they obviously have some kind of connection to magic, mana, and maybe even ley lines. I don't know. I haven't seen anything done with ley lines in Elden Ring, but the glintstone sorceries come from the skies and things, and it's the study of the stars. Maybe this stuff fell from the stars, or maybe it's just solidified magic. Maybe mana itself can achieve all four states of matter: solid, liquid, gas, and plasma. I don't know. I'm not even gonna say I plan on finding out because I started to say that shit. But maybe through these videos we can get a better feel for that. But like I said, we're gonna end the video. Be sure to like and subscribe button, and the notification buttons, and the bell. That lets you guys know when I upload more content, which I hope to be doing all the time. Lately, at least every once in a while. That's about it. So what I'm gonna say is, in the meantime, in between time, I'm always with the peace signs. I'm King Sway. Oh, no. I have an Etsy shop, Imperial Fashions 1 on Etsy. I'm planning on adding Elden Ring designs to my shop. When I'm done with that, I will put this up. I'll put it up there, and I'll make a small little commercial for it, an advertisement for like I'm my own sponsor. But as I said, in between time, I'm King Sway, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.